Hello and welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss about the other data types, which are tuples, sets, and dictionaries. And we are also going to discuss about custom data structures using a class. Now let's discuss about tuple. Tuple is similar to list, which is an ordered collection of elements. The only difference between tuple and a list is tuple is an immutable object. You will denote tuple using a circular brackets, or you can use the default keyword, which is tuple, followed by circular brackets. This will create me a tuple. Okay, let me create a tuple using a is equals to 1 comma 2 comma abc. You can write any data type here, and if I print the value of a and type of a, I'll get as tuple. It belongs to class tuple. You can also do indexing in tuple, which is similar to indexing in strings as well as lists. If I want to get the value at particular index I need to print a of I, a of I minus 1. You can also do slicing similar to strings and lists. So I got 1, 2. If I want to get third till 3, next need to write 3. This will give me index up to third value. This is about tuples. You'll be having a few functions which are similar to lists. Like if you want to print the count of particular thing. If I want to print the count of 1, let me execute this. I got it as 1 and ABC. This will give me. And if I replace count with index, I need to get the index of particular value. This will give me the index of a particular thing. If I put something which is not in the tuple, like L, I'll get an error. Tuple index X is not in tuple. This is about index and count in tuple. As tuple is an immutable object, so you cannot perform operations like append, pop, or extend, any other thing. If you try to do that, let me show you. A was a tuple, and if I'm trying to append 2, I'll get tuple does not have a function called append. So I cannot do append, remove, as any other thing. Now let me discuss about sets. A set is an unordered collection of unique elements in Python. If you want to get only unique elements, suppose you have a series of numbers like 2, 3, 4, and again 2, but you only want to have count of 1, like I have a number, a series of number 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 2, but you only want the unique IDs, then you store it in set. Set is usually denoted in flower brackets. Dictionary is also denoted in flower brackets. So it is a common practice to use the keyword set to define a set. Let me write A is equals to set followed by circular brackets. And if I want to add an element in a set, we can use the default keyword, which is add. So A dot add adds an element into a set. Suppose I'm adding an element 1 and I'm again trying to add an element 1 and I'm adding an element 2. If I print the value of A and the type of A, I'll get it as 1 comma 2. You can also do this using this flower brackets 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 1. And if I print A comma type of A, I'll get 1, 2, 3. It belongs to class set. The only difference between set and dictionary is a key value pair, which we'll be discussing later. Okay, if I want to remove an element from a set, I can write A dot remove. A was a set, so if I want to remove the element 2, and if I print the value of A, it will remove the value 2. So I'll get 1 comma 3 because our previous set was 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, if I try to remove 4 from the set, you'll get an error. So in order to avoid these errors, we usually use discard. So if I write 8, okay, got an error. Okay, sorry, it was discard. So if I run it, you get 1 comma 3. So if you want to remove an element which is not inside upset and you need not to get an exception, then you can use discard. But if you use remove, if the element is not inside the in the set, you'll get an error. So in order to avoid errors, we just use discard instead of remove. The both functionalities are same. The only difference is it raises exception, it does not raise this exception. So you got 1 comma 3 without any error. And if you remove, if you want to pop, you can simply write a dot pop and print a. This will give me 3. Again, if I perform it, I'll get nothing because my set was empty. If I write a is equals to 1 comma 2, 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2, and I have other set b is equals to 3 comma 4. If I want to add two sets, I can use update a dot update of b. This will add me two sets, and if I print a, I'll get 1 2 3 4. This is 1 2 3 4. And you also have other functions in set, which is union, intersection, okay, intersection and difference. Okay, what is union? Okay, what is union? Suppose you have elements 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 in one set, and you have 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. So union is what are the all elements present in both the sets. Like you'll get 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is about union. And intersection is what are the common elements, which is 3 comma 4 and 3 comma 4. I need to get the answer as 3 comma 4. And difference is, suppose you have a as 1 2 3 4 and b as 3 4 5 6. So difference between a and b is it will remove all the intersected elements. Suppose let me write a is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 and b as 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Let me print a dot union. So a dot union will give me the union between a and b. If I print this, I'll get 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can also perform a union b as a followed by this and b. This will give me a union b. And if I want to find intersection, a dot intersection section of b. This will give me the intersected elements, which is 3 comma 4. And if I write difference, this will give me only 1 comma 2. This is about union, intersection and difference in set. Okay, now let's discuss dictionaries in Python. Dictionaries are collection of key and value pairs. We denote dictionary using circular flower brackets. It is similar to set, but the compiler understands this as dictionary when it has key and value pair. Suppose we are giving a colon b. This is a key associated with a value. So the Python compiler understands this belongs to a dictionary class. You can also use dict keyword for a dictionary. Let me take a dictionary like 1 is associated with 2, 3 is associated with 4, and you can also use a string a associated with b. And if I print the dictionary and the type of d, I'll get it belongs to class dict. See, it belongs to class dict. If I want to access the keys from the dictionary, you can just write d dot keys. The advantage of collab is you need not to write a print statement. You can just write this, so it will automatically print. See here 1, 3 and a were keys, so I got this one. If you want to get the values, just write values instead of keys. This will give me values. And if I want to access an element, suppose I want to get the value of particular key, you can write d of key. This will give me value. Here I need to get the value at key 1, so I can get d of 1. This will give me 2 or 3. This will give me, and d dot get. So if I write get, it will give me the value associated with this key. So I got 2. And you can also add elements in dictionary. Like my dictionary initially was, let me print the dictionary D, and if I add an element with a particular key, okay, 5 was not there, so D of 5 is equals to 9. And if I print the dictionary, I got this one. So dictionaries are mutable objects in Python.